Hi, this is Alpine Diabetes, and we're going to unbox this pump. Today, we're going to unbox a pump from Medtronic. It's the 770G. And what you get is a lot of stuff. It may come in several boxes. Be ready to get a lot of paperwork. So since it came in 2 boxes, I compiled it into one. So what you get in a pump replacement scenario is you get a box to send it back, RMA. First thing out of the box is the Guardian Sensors box, return paperwork, and they like to let you know that there are certain problems with the pump. They send you documentation on paper, and they also send you documentation in email. And they want you to verify that you read all that. And then they'll send it all out again in a couple years. We'll talk about this later. There is a silicone case, the pump, the strips, battery lock, the documentation. All right, so if you're new to a pump, the most important thing that you want to do is sign up for the class. The class is very informative and will get you started on the long road of having and owning and managing a pump. So all of these devices come with a lot of documentation. If this is the second time that you've used the Minimed, or if you've used other pumps, most things are the same. However, if you feel like you need to read or go to sleep, this is for you. So, silicone pump cover is going to make sure that it protects your pump. However, I have a new device that I'm going to use instead of this, and the only problem with it is yes, it protects your pump, but it also makes it really hard to get out of your pocket. And they sent us a few extra test strips. These are kind of expensive. The battery case, or the battery cover, there was a long time ago where the little metal piece that was in here, it dislodged and made it very difficult to put the battery in and keep it locked and connected to the system. So they send an extra one because they want to make sure that you have connection to your battery. Let's do the sensor. Documentation. Inserter or torture device if you need to remember that diabetes is painful. Charger. Charges your sensor. No idea. Oh, this is for testing. When you want to test the pump, it creates a feedback loop so that it can test to make sure that everything's working the way it should. And then the transmitter. This is obviously the version 3 of the sensor. Hopefully the 4 is coming out soon. When you get your sensor, the needle slides into the hole. Put it on your skin, and then the pain begins. Not the most exciting part of diabetes, but the charger needs a couple of batteries. One AAA, and after each time that you change the sensor, not only do you have to wait several hours for it to warm up, but it also takes a bit to charge the sensor transmitter. It's charging, and when it finally goes, it'll blink a bunch more times, and then it'll stop blinking at all when it's fully charged. If you see red, the little warning sign, it's probably time to get a new transmitter. These things are temperamental. If you've had one of these before, then you know that it looks exactly the same. The reservoir spot, battery spot, and the display. Let's see what else is in here. Ooh, batteries. New battery port. Oh, that's the actual battery port. And this is a guard that goes over the top of the reservoir to make sure that it stays in place when you're active. I've been pretty active. I haven't never needed that. Let's see what this is. Oh, okay. These are the clips. This is the clip. The clip. There you go. Now you can mount it onto your belt. Okay, so let me just give you a little warning. I've had 3 of these clips, and every time I mount it to my belt, almost always will find something to crack on a countertop, a doorknob, anything it can find, and it will more than likely break. I would use these carefully. If you feel like that's something that fits your lifestyle, then go for it. But in my experience, the clips don't last very long, and it's safer just to stick it in your pocket. And I have another video coming out where I have a new device that acts better than the clip. Let's see about that. This guy is a tubing clamp. In all of my experience, I have never used one of these. And that's essentially the bottom of the box. The rest of the documentation is for the pump itself and how to manage everything you need to manage with the pump. The pump has multi-insulin profiles, so if you want to go exercise, you can set that profile really fast. It also has the settings for all of your basal rates, all of your insulin needs for the day. Sometimes the morning insulin is less than the evening insulin, for example. You can set all that. I broke the box. Now, if you haven't had a pump, you have to read some of this. There's a lot of information in here, and it will be overwhelming. Once you get your thing set up, you'll be fine. The only time that you really need to worry about really reading the manual is when you want to understand some of the settings. Medtronic has thought of most of the things that you would need in order to get things managed without too much problem. Let's talk about the bag. The reason why it's so big and has the logo on it is because diabetics have to carry a lot of stuff. So they help you out by giving you the bag to carry all your stuff and advertise that you're wearing a pump. The last bag I got ended up in the corner. So hopefully in a few months I will be doing the 780G unboxing, which hopefully means all I have to do is just show you that it says 780G on the display. They're supposed to do a software update, which will allow it to have the new features as well as a more aggressive auto mode. So if you watch the video, thanks for watching. This is the first time I've ever done a video like this. I don't usually sit in front of the camera to talk directly to a camera. Watch my other videos about going up in the mountains. If you have questions about going up in the mountains, or if you have questions about anything, please let me know in the comments. I'll try to answer the question as best as I can. I have over 30 years experience as a diabetic. I'm still kicking, I'm still active. I hope that you will become an active person so that you can help maintain your blood sugar levels and maintain your fitness and your overall health. It will help you a lot.